speech of Mr. D.H. Muivah, Chief Political Negotiator, and General Secretary Ato Kilonser, National Socialist Council of Nagaland, NSCN, Government of the People's Republic of Nagaland, GPRN, on the occasion of the 79 Naga Independence Day celebration at Council Headquarters, Hebron, 14 August 2025. Countrymen, let us give glory to our Almighty God for sustaining the Naga nation and giving us the courage to assert our political rights as a nation. The brutal truth of history is painful to us as we commemorate the 79 Naga Independence Day on this day, 14 August 2025. We are being oppressed and suppressed by the invading nations, India and Burma, within Brigade Myanmar. Nagaland declared independence on one day ahead of India, and tomorrow India is celebrating her 79th Independence Day. This is the brutal truth of history. The painful irony is that we have to fight for the historical and political rights that have passed 79 years today. Countrymen, the indelible records of history mention how the political separation of the Naga started in the most inhuman manner under the first Prime Minister of India, Jawaharlal Nehru. He abhorred the very idea of Naga people's political assertion to exist as an independent sovereign nation. To achieve his aggressive control of Naga political movement, he blatantly introduced the Draconian Act, Armed Forces Special Power Act, ASPA, 1958, to suppress the political rights of the Naga nation. The world condemned this Draconian Act, but government of India had been defiant throughout. Today and yesterday, Naga people have proved Jawaharlal Nehru wrong in crushing the Naga's right to live as a sovereign independent nation. Let us thank God for giving us the enduring patience and strength to maintain our position as upright people in defending our sovereign identity. Countrymen, today as we commemorate the 79th anniversary of Naga Independence Day, let us recall how the ongoing Indo-Naga political talk started. This happened on account of the realization and recognition of the Indo-Naga conflict as a political conflict. The credit to this history of admitting the historical truth is the then Prime Minister of India, P.V. Narasimha Rao. It was on 12 June 1995 in Paris, France, when he told the NSN leader, "I believe in political solution. We must solve through political talks." This statement was a turning point as NSN leader took note of his approach as the unfolding development saw. Eventually, ceasefire between the NSN and Government of India was declared on July 25, 1997, to pave the way for political talk. Finally, the formal talk started on 1st August 1997 based on the following principles. 1. The talks would be unconditional. 2. That the talks would be at the highest level, that is, at the prime ministerial level. 3. That the talk would be somewhere outside India in a third country. Countrymen, I have to point out the brutal truth of Indo-Naga political talks that has crossed 600 rounds held in a third and neutral country in India and in Nagaland. Let us remind ourselves that the military confrontation with India and Burma Myanmar was provoked because Nagaland nationalism was treated as secessionist, and Nagas were blamed for disturbing the law and order of India and Burma Myanmar. thereby posing a threat to their national security. However, with the signing of the Amsterdam Joint Communique of July 11, 2002, and the Framework Agreement of 3rd August 2015, in the current political peace process, the GOI recognized and rectified the contentious issues on Nagaland history and sovereignty, and expressing regret over the misunderstanding, recognized and acknowledged the unique history and position of the Nagas, and accept the sovereignty lies with the people and agreed on the sharing of sovereign power. In the Framework Agreement of 3rd August 2015, both the parties mutually agreed that an enduring, inclusive, new relationship of peaceful coexistence of two entities can be realized by honoring the letter and spirit of the Amsterdam Joint Communique of July 11, 2002, and the Framework Agreement of 3rd August 2015. Countrymen, let us understand that the labor and effort invested in the Indo-Naga political negotiation has led to the signing of Amsterdam Joint Communique of 11, 2002 and the Framework Agreement of August 3rd, 2015. This is no small achievement. I believe that the political space and the opportunity given by the Indo-Naga political peace process and the signing of these two agreements must be harvested in order to conclude a negotiated political settlement. Countrymen, as we commemorate the 79th Nagaland Independence Day and celebrate the milestone achieved with the signing of the Amsterdam Joint Communique of July 11, 2002, and the Framework Agreement of 3rd August 2015, we are reminded that this achievement is a result of the seed planted by our past Naga leaders, T. Aliba Imti, Ezek Fizo, T. Sakri, Skato Su, Khadaw Yantang, Isaac Sisisu, and several others who have stood uprightly for the Nagaland history and sovereignty. The leaders of India, including Mahatma Gandhi, Sri Rajagopalachari, P.V. Narasimha Rao, H. D. Devi Gowda, I.K. Gujral, Atal Bihari Vajpayee, Dr. Manmohan Singh, and Narendra Modi, whose understanding and counsel on the Indo-Naga conflict also guided the course of the history and have enabled the official signing of the Amsterdam Joint Communique of July 11, 2002, and the Framework Agreement of 3rd August 2015 between the Government of India and the NACN. In this regard, due acknowledgement must also be given to the representative of the Government of India for the Indo-Naga peace talk for their conclusive contribution towards signing of the two historic agreements, including Swaras Kosal, K. Padmanabhaya, Oscar Fernandez, former Union Minister, R.S. Pandey, and R.N. Ravi. We also fully acknowledge the role of individuals like the noted human rights lawyer and activist, Nandita Hassar, and others like Michael C. van Walt Van Praag of Greda as third-party mediator. That they have sustained the Indo-Naga peace process in difficult times. Countrymen, we are also thankful and indebted to the international organizations who acted as the main pillars in our international campaign on Nagaland, and such support had contributed to signing of the ceasefire on July 25, 1997, and the start of the Indo-Naga peace process between the Government of India and the NSN from the 1st August 1997. In this regard, mention may be made of organizations like the Society for Threatened People, International Work Group for Indigenous Affairs, IWGIA, KWIA, support group for indigenous people, unrepresented nations and people organization, UNPO, and several others. The United Nations, UN, and its various human rights mechanisms, including the United Nations Working Group on Indigenous Peoples, UNWGI, Permanent Forum, the UN Subcommission on the Promotion and Protection of Human Rights within the ECOSOC, and others provided the much needed platform for the NSCN and the Naga civil societies to highlight Nagaland situation to the international audience. The NSCN becoming the UNPO member on January 23, 1993 was momentous and groundbreaking. Today, the Nagaland national flag stands proudly in the institutions that support human rights and self-determination of nations and peoples. Countrymen, to the Naga tribe and civil society organizations, CSOs, from different places in India and Burma, Myanmar, I cannot thank them enough for their selfless service and cooperation against all odds as they stood up firmly to the occasion in time of conflict and peace. In this regard, please allow me to acknowledge all the Naga civil societies like Naga Hoho, Eastern Nagaland People's Organization ENPO, Tirap Changlang Longding People's Forum TCLPF, Global Naga Forum GNF, United Naga Council UNC from South Nagaland, and Naga Tribe Organization from Myanmar, Naga People Movement for Human Rights NPMHR, Naga Women Organizations including the Naga Mother Association NMA, Naga Women's Union NWU Manipur, the Student Fraternity including the Naga Student Federation NSF, as Naga Students Association, all Naga Student Association Manipur and some, Naga Student Union Delhi, Shillong, Tirap, Changlang, Longding, Dimapur Naga Student Union DNSU, Eastern Naga Student Federation ENSF, and Naga Student Organization NSO Myanmar, etc. Last but not the least, we are thankful to several individuals, organizations, and committed well-wishers from the mainland India and elsewhere, wherever they are, for their unwavering and unfailing support to the Indo-Naga peace process. Countrymen, kindly allow me to remind ourselves today on this occasion of historic 79 Nagaland Independence Day commemoration, the 23rd years of signing of Amsterdam Joint Communique of July 11, 2002, and the 10 years of the signing of the Framework Agreement of 3rd August 2015. Significantly, these agreements speak loud and clear that Nagas are not lost people. We have our history and we have our sovereign right. We will stand by our precious unique history and sovereignty. Whether it is today or tomorrow, we do not demand anything from India and Burma, Myanmar, but we declare and proclaim what is rightfully ours. That is why the Nagaland unique history, our territory and sovereignty, Nagaland national flag, Nagaland national constitution, Yezabo, and integration of all contiguous areas are non-negotiable. Hence, if India and Burma, Myanmar respect the history of the Nagas, we will respect theirs 10 times more. Countrymen, I am proud we have not forgotten the condition upon which God had given liberty to mankind. This is to maintain eternal vigilance, because the enemy would not rest in order to destroy the God-given history of Naga Nation, Nagaland. Countrymen, In keeping with the spirit of Nagaland Independence Day commemoration hosting our national flag, we must take the stand in our hearts to have the courage to maintain freedom in the mind, faith in the words, and pride in our hearts, and honor our Creator God. Huknalim, Mr. T.H. Muivah.
Most Honorable Attorney Sir T.H. Muivah, Honorable Councilors, distinguished guests, dignitaries on the dais, all ranks and files of GPRN, ladies and gentlemen. Today, on the 14th August of 2025, we gathered here to celebrate and commemorate the historic freedom of the 79th Naga Independence Day. As we rejoice, the Naga Mothers Association recalled our past leaders for their visionary leadership and wisdom, and salute our departed leaders, comrades, and all the nation builders for the supreme sacrifice for the cause of our nation. To all the ranks and files of the GPRN, thank you for your selfless service rendered to our nation in the midst of great social turmoil. You have overcome through thick and thin for the love of our nation. Freedom is our right given by God that we live as one nation. Therefore, on this historic day, the Naga Mothers Association wishes and prays that all our national workers will uphold the principle of Naga nationalism and work in unity instead of division. We are confident and optimistic that our God will set us free in His own time. As the Naga stood firm and cherished to achieve our goal, at the God's given time, no external force can destroy our nation. Hence, the Naga Mothers Association, as mothers of the nation, earnestly appeal to the leaders of the government of India to respect the rights of the Naga people and expedite the negotiation process to its final settlement at the earliest. May God, the Almighty, our living Lord, bless our nation. Thank you.
On these auspicious occasions, on behalf of Naga Hoho, I salute and pay homage to all the fallen heroes and convey my warm greeting to all the Nagas patriot gathered here today to celebrate 79 Naga Independence Day. The Naga Hoho still stand with the men who modeled the Nagas into one people. The legendary Naga freedom fighter led Angami Piso, popularly known as a Piso, under Naga National Council. The Naga leaders declared independence of the Nagas on August 14, 1947, and conducted a plebiscite on May 16, 1951, to reaffirm the sovereign status. The federal government of Nagaland fearlessly fought against the mighty Indian army, in which thousands of Nagas sacrificed their lives. The government of India tried to crush the Naga, but indomitable spirit of Nagas still survived. The government of India was compelled to forego military operations and agreed to find a negotiated political settlement with the Nagas. All these achievements were possible on the account of unity of Naga society and people. Naga Ho still stands unity and inclusiveness of Naga society. The government of India signed many agreements with the Naga people from time to time. However, partly due to the insincerity of the government of India and partly due to divisions within our family, all these agreements failed to bring lasting peace and instead lead to bloodshed in our society. The government of India entered ceasefire agreement with NSCN on 5th July 1997, heralding a new chapter in the Naga political movement and the political dialogue with the NSCN culminated in the government of India recognizing the unique history and positions of the Nagas and signing the framework agreement on 3rd August 2015. On account of this unity among the Naga political group, another agreement known as Agri Positions was signed in November 2017 with the NNGPs. Even after signing these two agreements, that FA and AB lasting political solution has eluded so far. This is due to our own divided house, although we blame the government of India for following divide and rule policy. If the debate between the framework agreement and agri positions for supremacy continue, there is no possibility of early Naga political solution. With peace talk between government of India and Naga political groups, now in 28 years, the Naga civil society wants a resolution based on already mutually agreement, that is framework agreements and agri positions for early Naga political solution. Across sections of Naga people, from tribal leaders and church elders, analysis feel that the peace talk lack transparency on both sides. This has led to uncertainty among the Nagas, with no visible changes on the ground, and hope for final solutions bettering. Therefore, we pray that based on the framework agreement and agri positions, solution be reached at the earliest for acceptable and inclusive solution for the Nagas. Further, the Naga people also acknowledge the sacrifice and contributions of the national workers in the cause of Naga political journey and towards the political cause. The Naga people must also affirm our commitment to continuously work towards political settlement based on the historical and political right to self-determine our future, on the unique history and the positions of the Nagas. Naga political solutions cannot be realized through mere rhetoric or stubborn, lofty ideals, but can be made possible only through pragmatic approach, considering the contemporary political realities and future of the Naga society. Therefore, at this crucial juncture of our struggle, Naga must unite with the sole purpose of achieving political breakthrough with the government of India and usher in a new, vibrant, peaceful and prosperous Naga people. Let us once again look unto God, commit everything unto Him and examine our presence, contemplate our futures and renew the spirit of Naganese and our peoplehood. Lest we become scattered and a lost people. Therefore, Naga Ho would like to urge the NSCN IAM and all the Naga national political groups to reconsider the stance on the historic day to come together and jointly negotiate with the government of India for the sake of the future generation, because future is equally much more important than the past. Let us look beyond our selfish interests and inflated egos and dedicate ourselves for the common Nagas, whose soul is still suffering and longing for peace. May the Almighty God of Abraham, God of Isaac, and God of Jacob, grace be upon the Naga people. Koknalim.
United Naga Council, Tahamjam Sanapati. Solidarity message on the occasions of 79th Independence Day celebration. 14 August 2025. Honorable Yario, GPRN, Honorable Kidalo, Honorable Ato Kilonser, Honorable Deputy Ato Kilonser, Honorable Member of Collective Leaderships and Council of Kilonser, NSCN, GPRN, respected Longvibu Naga Army and rank and file of NSCN, GPRN, honor guest, fellow Naga leaders, President of Naga Hoho, Naga Mother Association, Global Naga Forums, ECLPF, Naga People Movement for Human Rights, Naga Student Federation, ladies and gentlemen. The United Naga Council is honored and privileged to bring our warm greetings on this auspicious occasion of celebrating the 79th Naga Independence Day, a day to commemorate the declaration made by our great visionary leaders on 14 August 1947, affirming the sovereignty of the Nagas. This day marks a significant milestone in our struggle for self-determination and freedom. As we gathered here today to celebrate this momentous occasion in our history, let us reflect and remember our great freedom fighters, unyielding spirits and enduring quest for self-determination and a sovereign Naga nation in whose foundation the Naga nation is built today. They have woven our history with the traits of resilience, courage, and unwavering resolve. Despite faced with countless challenges, hurdles, and operations along the way, they were deeply rooted and unwavered in their resolve to protect, preserve, and defend our land, identity, and our political rights. This day is not just a commemoration of our past. It is a reflection of our enduring spirit and collective aspiration. Let us acknowledge the progress made and challenges overcome, but also recognize that our journey is far from over and acknowledge the challenges we still face. It is a time to reaffirm our commitments by every Nagas, irrespective of national political groups, tribe hohos, and civil society organizations, towards working together to assert our rights and to remain steadfast in our efforts till our common goal is achieved. As we observe the Independence Day today, the United Naga Council extends its honor and memories to all those who have bravely sacrificed their lives and all those who have since dedicated their life to the cause of the Naga nation. Let the dreams of our great leaders who laid down their life continue to live on in us. And may we continue to stand strong, united, and proud as Nagas in His grace. Kugnalim, NG Lorho, President, United Naga Council. Thank you.
I thank God Almighty for giving the life of the legendary Naga leader in the person of aged Fizo. Because of his wisdom, because of his leadership, we are here today to commemorate our 79th Naga Independence Day. To mui ekta koboli mun ase, when I say Happy Naga Independence Day, after that, apnakan sob pura, chor pura, kobe day. Happy Naga Independence Day do. Happy Naga Independence Day. Thank you. Thank you. I stand here on behalf of the Global Naga Forum. Each of us are here today in our midst. My co-convener, Professor Rosemary Chobiju, Kevitu Gira, Azo, Kilantula Jamir, Michael, and including the advisor and the president of Eastern Naga Students Union, the Myanmar. All of us are here today. I'm very thankful to all of them. Many of the elders in the Global Naga Forum, we always want to encourage and promote our young people, our boys and girls, Naga boys and girls, to learn about Naga cause, the Naga culture, Naga identity, Naga history. So today we have one of our member in the person of Ms. Kilantula Jamir. She is also one of the member of our Geneva committee. We have different sets of committee in Geneva. So we have one international advocacy group. So within this group, Kilantula is one of the members. So I would like to request her to read out our message on behalf of Global Naga Forum, because whenever we participate in such program, we always want to give our collective efforts and collective message. So I would like to give time to her. Thank you both.
A very good morning, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Global Naga Forum, I greet you all on this historic day. Our vision for Nagas in Global Naga Forum is simple but profound. Nagas were and are a people with contiguous ancestral lands. Nagas belong together. We go way back to the times before outsiders came and drew arbitrary colonial maps in our lands and imposed neo-colonial administrative borders to divide us and rule over us. Because of this colonial and neo-colonial history, some Nagas have lost their sense of who they are. So, they are misleading our people into believing that Nagas are incapable of taking care of ourselves, that Nagas cannot govern ourselves, that we don't deserve to manage our beautiful, rich lands in ways that can benefit all of our people. Now, Nagas must confront this lie for what it is, a dangerous lie. Today, we gather to remember that on the 14th of August 1947, before India claimed its own independence, the Naga people declared to the world that we are a distinct people with our own land, our own history, and our own right to decide our future and live freely as before. We are here to declare that Nagas are perfectly capable of governing ourselves, taking care of one another and our lands. 78 years have passed since that bold declaration in 1947. Our lands have seen many changes. Roads have been laid where once there were only footpaths. Villages have grown into towns, and towns into congested, sprawling hubs. Generations have been born, have lived, and passed on. Yet, one truth remains unshaken: the natural truth of who Nagas are, a people with a shared identity ecosystem, with rich geography and cultures and a modern political history. Our modern history has left deep lacerations and wounds in our lands and psyches. Lines were drawn across our ancestral homeland, lines that cut across hills and rivers, villages and valleys. They gave them names like state boundaries and international borders. These lines placed some of us in the present state of Nagaland, some in Manipur, some in Arunachal Pradesh, some in Assam, and many of our brothers and sisters across the Indo-Myanmar frontier. These borders were not drawn to unite, they were drawn to divide, to make us think that because we live under different administrations, we are somehow different people. But my friends, the truth is older than these lines. Our identity is deeper than any map. We are one people, a people with one history, one destiny. Our gathering today is more than an act of remembrance. It is a statement of unity. We must never forget. Unity does not mean uniformity. We are a people of many tribes, many languages, and many traditions. This diversity is our beauty, but our survival depends on our solidarity. If we allow tribalism, regionalism, or political rivalry to define us, the dream of our heroic leaders and forefathers will wither. But if we choose to stand together, our future will be stronger than any challenge we face. So today, let us make 3 pledges. First, that we will see each other as Nagas before tribe, region, or political affiliation. Second, that we will reach across every divide, state lines, national borders, and political walls to strengthen our ties as one people. Third, that we will pass on to our children not only the memory of 1947, but the living habit of unity in our everyday lives. Brothers and sisters, 78 years is a very long journey. Many nations have risen and fallen in less time, and yet here we are, still standing, still believing, still pressing forward. This is not because our path has been easy. It is because the Naga spirit has never surrendered. Naga peoplehood was the dream of our elders, ensured by the sacrifices of our patriots, and it is the future of every Naga child. As we leave this gathering today, let us carry in our hearts the conviction that no border drawn by human hands can divide what God and history have made one. The world has seen our endurance. Now, let the world see our unity. May God bless our land and our people. Kuknalem.
And I bring the warmest greeting from the office of the Naga Student Federation. Today, the Naga Student Federation express its highest honor to our nation workers who have laid their life for the nation and who are resting at heaven. And I also want to thank on behalf of the Naga Student Federation to all our national workers who have sacrificed despite of all challenges, despite of all hurdles. I once again want to thank our Naga political people who are present here. Let me start with a quotation stating that independence is the liberty of the people. Liberty is the breath of life for the nation.
Today, I will not narrate the history, as Naga Student Federation have taken many programs to narrate the Naga history, the Naga struggle. Way back 14 August 2024, Naga Student Federation have come up with a program, the Naga Murung, in commemorating the 14 August, the Naga Independence Day at Kohima. And March 28, 2025, that is this year, we had the second phase of the Naga Murung at Chandal, narrating and briefing the Naga history to our youngsters. So today, let me not brief the history anymore, but let me tell you that Naga Student Federation stands firmly for the Naga issue, where the very foundations of the Naga Student Federation was based on the Naga political movement. This means to say that the Naga Student Federation is deeply rooted to the Naga movement, to self-determinations and to self-independent. Till today, the Naga Student Federation have not deviated from its stand, for which the Naga Student Federation has been criticized left and right by various elements that Naga Student Federation is not for the welfare of the student. Nevertheless, Naga Student Federation has not bowed down to such element working against the Naga political movement. There has been a time when Naga Student Federation openly celebrated Naga Independence Day, even in such circumstances where the Naga political groups could not celebrate the Naga Independence Day like today. I tell you, today gathering is not a solemn gathering. This is a gathering of unity. This is a gathering to show the unified voice of the Naga people towards the Indian government. Therefore, the message for all our Naga political groups today, that Naga identity can only find the true meaning in our Naga political movement for self-determination, for which all our Naga political groups must never deviate itself from this very goal. The Naga sovereignty is seriously and silently observing by all the Naga intellectual, the youth and the student community as a whole. The judgment of this day will come one day. So, my dear national workers, kindly keep in your mind that the Naga people are watching on you, that the People's Court will not go against your endeavors while carrying the flame of the Naga people movement for self-determination. Today, Nagas should come together. This is what the Naga Student Federation votes. Despite of all challenges, as some of our past speakers have already said, the Naga political groups should come together and unify yourself, ourselves, and voice out in one voice, in the united voice. This is what we want to send a clear message to all our Naga political groups today. Naga people are at block. Sorry for my language, but I have to speak the reality. Naga people, if we cannot come together, I think this is the stage where Naga people are breaking away. Therefore, today the Naga Student Federation call for unity, call for oneness, so that our Naga political solution be attained at the earliest. This is the mind of the youths and the students community today. And I also want to send a clear message to the government of India. I want my media fraternity to kindly, clearly send this message to the government of India too. That you have been playing with the Naga people for more than 78 years. Government of India, kindly be sincere of what you have agreed upon with the Naga people. It is time for you to speak the reality, the truth. You cannot suppress the Naga people anymore. The world is watching at you. Therefore, today, on behalf of the youth and the students community, if the government India is not serious about what you have promised to the Naga people, then the youth and the students community will not stay silent. I want to make it very clear. Therefore, government of India, kindly be sincere with what you have approached towards the Naga people. With this, I conclude my speech. May God bless all of us. May God bless the Naga people. Kugnalim.